日本時間11月22日、米人気俳優で映画監督のロブ・ロー氏が、自身のポッドキャスト番組にドジャースのエース左腕クレイトン・カーショーをゲストとして招き、インタビューを行いました。熱心なドジャースファンとして知られるロブ・ロー氏は、今季のワールドシリーズはもちろん、レギュラーシーズンの試合も球場で観戦する姿がたびたびカメラに映し出されていました。番組内では、ロブ・ロー氏とカーショーが今季のワールドシリーズを振り返る中で、山本由伸と大谷翔平の活躍についても言及しました。カーショーは、自身の子供たちが山本由伸の大ファンであり、一番のお気に入りの選手になっていることを明かしたほか、大谷翔平がドジャースタジアムで放った場外弾について、その規格外ぶりに大きな衝撃を受けたと語っています。これらの模様を日本語字幕付きでご紹介します。
But now that we're talking about it, I am curious a little bit on a little insight about Yamamoto, really. I mean, look, he came out on 0 days rest and sacked up for everybody. 2 1/3 on the final day. Game 7 was warming up after a complete game shutout in LA. Famously doesn't really lift weights, has his own routine, has his own trainer. I'm just curious, like watching him go about his business the first 2 years. Like, what's the most impressive part? Is it like a discipline thing? Is it like a mental game thing, or is it like just basically his training style?
For me, I think, you know, like people forget, like obviously, you come from people knew his name, but like people didn't really know who he was. And like there was a lot of criticism about behind the fact of a guy getting $325 million before throwing a single pitch in the league. And like people forget how like young he was. He came in at like 24 and like 24 is not that old in baseball. Like that is very young. That is very like, people can be very raw at 24 years old. And like he came in and like the one thing that people don't talk about coming into our locker room, it could be an intimidating locker room to come into, bro. Like
Got
there's
stars.
just there's just name after name. I'm like, I think I'm the only one in that locker room. Like, probably me and Miggy Rowe. That we're the only two that haven't been All-Stars. I had like 26 guys. It's wild. And um it's not an easy locker room to come into, especially at 24 years old, coming to a new world because if you go to Japan and visit, you understand like, well, the like life is different, language barriers, like people underestimate the what language barrier can do to you. And like he came in and he's like, hey, I got my routine, and like people might whatever you think, whatever you want to think, but like I'm gonna do my routine. This is what works for me. And he's got a very different one. And he just came in day one and he started doing his thing. And game 7 of the World Series, 2 years, like a full season later, he's doing the same thing. And it's just like the consistency of his work and how focused he is when he's working. It's crazy. Every day you got music in the weight room just blasting, and every day is a different type of music. And of course, the starting pitcher gets to choose his music that day. And like there's just a different type of like when you don't understand the language, the music sounds like sounds. And there's just a really lot of different sounds just blasting in your ears. And this dude is just doing all these balance stuffs, breathing out of the straw. Like it is insane. You have people like me behind him trying to make him laugh, trying to like do stuff behind him and like things like that. Um, and he doesn't break. And I mean, when I first saw him, I'm like, with that body and this workout style, not lifting weights, I don't know how long he's gonna last, but he's got it down, man. And there's nothing more impressive than watching this dude play catch.
Oh my God. Unbelievable.
He's got the prettiest throw in baseball, and once he's done throwing those javelins, you're gonna have to take 30 minutes to an hour to like out of your time to go outside and watch him play catch because he goes through his shit and like he like comes set and like really thinks about it in between every throw, and like sometimes he doesn't like it and he like steps off even though there's no mound and he gets back into it, and then he just from like 400 feet away just as if he's throwing a home plate and he just throws it on the line, dude. And I mean, the dude is an animal, and obviously he deserves every cent that they gave him. And there's just that little guy, nicest guy in the world, but man, he's got that fu when he's on the mound. That stadium is his, and he's shown it.
Yeah, I mean, I've been obsessed watching him from a distance from a long time. Obviously, the unique delivery, the unique approach, but I mean, back to back to back MVP Sawamura awards in Japan from 21, 22, 23. Like, that's insane. Like, that's a great league over there. You know what I mean? Like,
Bro, so like I think he did 6 years over there. I think that's how it works here. The posting system, either 6 or 7, and he's got his 2 years here. He has won the championship more than half of his years in the big leagues, at the big league level, whether in Japan or in the US. The guy is a winner. He wins everywhere he goes. He won the WBC. Like the guy is a winner.
yeah.
And like that quote that just came down there by Carlos, losing is not an option. When he said that shit in the press conference, I was like, I had the goosebumps. I
Hell
was like,
yeah.
oh baby, talk dirty to me. I freaking love this shit, you know?
I love it.
But that's Yama. That's Yama, man.
It was so sick. So sick to watch. I mean, I did a whole bunch of videos on it because, you know, the combination of velocity, pitch, you know, different pitch types, command, even fielding his position, like there's no weaknesses, there's no cracks. So, and this Jay Farrell also mentions he also won an Olympic gold medal. So all he's done is win, no matter what, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it's crazy to see a guy that throws like he's like an overpowering pitcher because he's got stuff, he's got power and stuff, but he's got like almost like Greg Maddux command.
He does.
That's the part that's wild. Like he's just dotting those fastballs down and away, like it's just like he's throwing 90 miles an hour, and he's throwing every pitch at full effort. It just doesn't look that way because his delivery is so consistent and so pretty. But like this dude is pitching like he's throwing in the low 90s at like upper 90s.
What
Yeah.
do you? Okay, I want to get to that. I gotta pick your brain on all the crazy pitching, but I gotta walk through. We deserve it as Dodger fans and a Dodger player. We need to savor this thing. So first of all, your kids are now old enough; they really get it, right? Are they? Because earlier in your career, when you were crushing, they're so young. They're just like, Dad, what does he do? I guess he pitches, whatever. But now they have to like know, right?
Oh yeah, they were in it this October for sure. They were all in. It was a lot of fun.
I could tell, like out on I liked you taking all the pictures, seeing you take the pictures with the family and the grounds crew and everybody at the end of Dodger Stadium. I thought that was super cool.
Yeah, this year was special too because Charlie, my oldest son, he's almost 9, so like he's getting into baseball, like really likes to play. So for this whole season to get him to like come to the field, come hang out with the guys, like take batting practice, go shag in the outfield, all that stuff, like. That was an unforgettable year for that. Like he had a blast, and my daughter was super excited, and my younger two, like they love Yamamoto. They're like that's like their favorite player.
That's their so they were early on the Yamamoto train. They knew before everybody,
long before everybody else saw this October. So Yama, and he's so nice with them. Like takes pictures, talks with them. It's awesome. So for Yama to have that postseason, they were just so excited. It was a blast.
Let's talk about him.
Oh.
What okay, give me as from your inside, no pun intended, inside baseball view, what is it that's so special about that guy? How does he do what he does, and what do you see going forward for him?
Yeah, I think we might need to look into just the Japanese style a little bit. I mean, I think they because when you watch Yama in the weight room, like he doesn't really pick up a weight. He doesn't really, but he's working so hard, like his body strength, his in range, doing all sorts of crazy body movements and flexibility. And so it starts there. I think his body control and his he's almost like a gymnast. You know how like body strong gymnasts are? Like they can just, jump around, do pull-ups, do headstands, all that stuff. Like Yama can do all that stuff. So I think it starts with that. And then the way he throws, like I'm not an artist. I don't love art. Like I don't know anything about art. I don't know anything, but watching him throw baseball is beautiful. Like it's just pretty. It's just the way he does it is so effortless, and it's so good, and it's the same every time. And so that repeatability I think is really special. And then, I mean, he's got huge balls. I mean, he just wanted to go out there and pitch. Like he's been pitching on a week rest his whole life. And then for him to say, hey, yeah, I'll pitch in game 3 when it was 18 innings and ended up started warming up, or hey, I'll pitch game 6, I'll pitch game 7 on no days rest, ended up throwing almost 3 innings. Like, that's unheard of, man. That was just it was just unbelievable. I'm just so happy Yama got the credit, the MVP, all that stuff, and he's just the best, man. He's so fun, and I'm happy for him. It's amazing.
I remember when we signed him, the ceiling on him was so high. It's almost amazing that he was able to not only live up to it but exceed it. That's the other thing. It's not like he's a kid. I mean, how old is he now?
He might be what, 25 or 6 maybe? Yeah. So 10 more years with the Dodgers. So it's gonna be really fun to see how that all plays out. And but they got a good one, man. It's awesome.
Okay, so who's hit the farthest shots that you've seen? Shohei, I'd been saying Shohei's going to hit one out of Dodger Stadium. I didn't think it would be within a week of me saying it.
Yeah, that's amazing. Oh my gosh.
So I don't know. You've obviously seen. You're there, so you can't really see it. Yeah. It did not hit the roof of the pavilion. It didn't hit it.
Went over, didn't it?
It went over. No, it went over.
I've never seen a lefty do that. Never seen a lefty do that over the pavilion.
I mean, I can remember Piazza.
Yeah, going to right. Or
Giancarlo Stanton, which bounced. But that's, and people always talk about the Willie Stargell home run. They talk about that like it's this legendary, it hit the 76 sign. It's like nobody can really ever tell you where the hell he really did it.
Right.
But I think that Shohei thing it's just, how about the noise of the ball coming off his bat?
Yeah, it's different. I mean, we call him a unicorn for a reason. You know, it's just, it's amazing. It really is. He does everything so well. He's so big. He's so strong. He's so powerful. He's so fast. He's just an amazing athlete. He really is. And I hope there's somebody else that can do that, pitching and hitting. But, you know, in today's day and age, like if you're not elite at both, you're not going to have a chance to do it. So I don't know. I don't know if we're ever going to see that again. I think Shohei might be the last to do both like this.